Hello everyone, welcome to Intellipaat live webinar on how AI is taking over the world and career opportunities in 2022. Today's webinar will be conducted by Mr. Praveen. He has more than 10 years of experience in data, AI and related fields. He has worked with multiple startups and multinational companies. He has worked with many international clients, including Fortune 500 companies in his professional experience. So let's welcome Mr. Praveen into the session. Sir, over to you.
Hi everyone, thank you. So hi everyone, so welcome to today's session on how AI is taking over the world. So as you all know that these days, whenever you go ahead and then see anything for that matter, it can be starting from a basic smartphone to a website where you are shopping or any other thing. People are using a term called as AI. So basically, what is AI? So AI stands for artificial intelligence. So which means previously whatever work human beings used to do, now those things are being done by machines. So when I say machines, so they are not actually like robots or something. They are computer programs. So whatever human beings used to do using their brain, so it could be calculation, it could be recommending something, or it could be anything else. So what human beings used to do, those things are now taken care by machines. So that is what we call it as artificial intelligence, which means whenever you're trying to go ahead and then do a program independent of human intervention where machines and robots will do it, so that is called as AI. So you can see this word everywhere. So it can be in your smartphone, AI powered, it can be in a shopping portal, AI powered recommendation engine, etc., have been seen. Now coming to the next step, how exactly this AI is taking over the world. So what is AI? So I told you what is AI, and then prerequisites for learning or probably entering into the artificial intelligence domain. So what are the prerequisites that you should have? So starting with introduction to AI, what do you really understand by artificial intelligence? So basically, artificial intelligence is nothing but it is a kind of technological development that is happening where the things that were done by human beings by using their brain are now being done by machines using computer programs. So that is something called as a artificial intelligence. So now what people are trying to do, or what major companies are trying to do, is they are trying to simulate a human brain. They're trying to create an artificial kind of intelligence what human beings are having. So that's why the term called artificial intelligence. Let me just go ahead now. What are all the main components? You can see data science is there. So with data science, whenever you have your data, you analyze it, get some insights, and then you create machine learning models. So what exactly happens when you create this machine learning models is those machine learning models will become evident to do forecasting, to do classification, etc., without having any human intervention. So the next advanced form of machine learning is called artificial intelligence, where the machines will be able to recognize images, classify text, understand the videos, find the patterns, recognize people, recommend the things, everything, just like a human being does. So that is something which is the beginning of artificial intelligence. So starting from data science, where you build basic machine learning models, and then an advanced form is something called as a artificial intelligence, where the machines will do all the activities and the machines are capable of doing the things that a human brain can do. So that is your artificial intelligence. Now, having said that, you can see here artificial intelligence is the artificial replication of human intelligence in some way, shape, or form. Here, what we are trying to do is we are trying to see how computers can help to recreate a human brain, the same functionalities of a human brain. So that is the main goal of AI, which is artificial intelligence. So what we are trying to do is by using computer programming, we are trying to look at the next steps or the future by using the current state. So that is where the AI stands today. So having said that, if you can move forward, what are all the prerequisites that you will require for AI? So you may be a graduate right now, or you may be a professional who's looking to change your career, or you may don't have a coding background. So whatever it is, you can start your journey with artificial intelligence. So what are the things that you majorly require is you need to learn a little bit of linear algebra. So linear algebra is the matrices, the derivatives, vectors, etc. So linear algebra becomes the base for your deep learning. So deep learning is nothing but the beginning of your artificial intelligence. Then basic of calculus and linear algebra are very important, the probability theory, and also Python programming. So basically math and programming are really required. So probability, calculus, linear algebra are very much required, and Python programming is also very crucial whenever it comes to development of artificial intelligence, because any model or any algorithm that you write, you will be writing it in the Python programming only. So Python programming will become very, very important. So having said, what are all the AI job prospects that you have? So let us say, for example, you are going and apply for jobs. So in AI, there are multiple job roles that you can apply. The first one is called as a business intelligence developer. So business intelligence developer is a person who's a subset of data science. Now, when I'm talking about the subset of data science, what a business intelligence developer will do is he will be taking the data, whatever data that is available, he will be creating some visuals. So he'll be putting up the dashboards and then he will help us to visualize the data. Let us say a person who already has the data in a warehouse. Now the people wants to look at the insights from that. So whenever you go ahead and then do the dashboarding or storytelling part of it, whenever you find some insights from the data, you will be doing a work of a business intelligence developer, which means you will be able to find the insights from the data, put them in a dashboard and showcase it to the people for them to see the insights that are already present in the data. The next thing is a AI engineer. So basically a AI engineer, what he does is he will take the same data. The data here can be a text, data can be images, data can be voice, data can be video, or anything for that matter. Data can be normal numbers also. So what an AI engineer does is he will be able to build some kind of a neural network to solve a problem. The problem can be classifying the data into different groups, or you try to forecast what will happen in the future, or you do some other kind of an exercise by using neural network. So whenever you have a certain set of data and then you're trying to build a neural network around it and then try to solve a business problem, you are having a role of a AI engineer. So now the next thing is a machine learning engineer. So the similarity between a machine learning engineer and an AI engineer is the machine learning engineer usually builds statistical models. AI engineer works in deep learning and neural networks. So AI engineer is more related. He deals with the images, videos, and also the more complex kind of a data. And a machine learning engineer usually deals with the tabular data. He works in different domains, and then he builds traditional machine learning algorithms like regression classification using statistical methodologies, and then he tries to solve the problem. So AI engineer works in deep learning, neural networks. Machine learning engineer works in statistics and the traditional types of machine learning algorithms. So these are some of the job prospects that you can see. So I have a business intelligence developer who does the dashboards, a AI engineer whose basic role is to develop uh, deep learning neural networks to solve problems using a complex data like image, video, in image, videos, and photos, etc. And then a machine learning engineer is someone who uses traditional methodologies of statistical modeling to solve classification, regression problems, etc. Now, another job prospect that you can look at when you learn AI is a robotic scientist. So as the name says, a person who builds robots, right? So more of a hands-on person who builds some kind of machines. So they may be assembly robots, they can be segregation robots, there can be military surveillance robots, there can be mine detection robots. Many robots will be there. So these robots main role is to identify the image, identify the voice, etc., and then take some suitable action on them. So that is what the main role of a robotic scientist is. He builds robots for several domestic, commercial, and also defense purpose. So that is the example of a robotic scientist. Last but not the least, research scientist. So basically, a research scientist is someone who is more focused on doing some kind of a research. So the research can be in the field of machine learning, neural networks, deep learning, or anything for that matter. So he tries to identify new problem statements, and also he goes deep into those problem statements and then tries to solve them by using deep learning and other neural network techniques. So these are the major career perspectives that you have when it comes to the AI jobs. So the business intelligence developer who basically builds the dashboards, AI engineer works basically on deep learning models, machine learning engineer is someone who basically builds traditional statistical algorithms, robotic scientist is the one who builds robots, and research scientist is someone who does the research to solve a particular business problem in domains like healthcare, telecom, and in domains like FMCG, banking, medicine, etc., etc., etc. So that is the job prospects that you have. Now, having said this, you can see here the salary of a AI engineer is ranging from 135,000 USD or 8.5 LPA in various countries. Now, having said this, this is one of the key things that all of you should be aware of is because whenever you look at the salary part of it, there are so many criterias that come into picture. So the first thing is which country you are in. So that one you saw, and then we are in, I assume that all of us are in India. So when it comes to India, what happens is there are multiple other criterias which will decide your base package. So this is not the starting package of someone. The starting package can be somewhere between 4 to 6 or sometimes 8 also in AI. And then it can be more as well. 10, 12 also I have seen examples. Now this is an average salary of a AI professional. So when I say average salary, it doesn't include which company he is working for. He may work for a startup company where the salary will be a little low, or he can work for a product based company, or maybe he can work for a service based company where the salary is still not very high. It can be little low now, or he can work for a product based company where the salary can be a little high also based on the company. So if he's a research scientist, then his salary will be a little higher. And having said this, this is not for freshers. So I have a question I'm answering here. So this is not for freshers. Freshers salary on an average can start from 4 to 6. I have seen people who have taken even 10, 12 also in this space. So they are some of the criterias which come into picture whenever it comes to salary. So depends on what company, what domain. So if you are in a consulting company, there also you get paid good. But if you are in a core AI company, so let us say you're developing some kind of a AI product, then your salary will obviously be very high. What exactly we are showing here. So I think this is nothing but just a average salary that is being shown, right? So this one you can be aware of. And then whenever you are a fresher, for you it will be a different thing because internship experience also will count. But whenever you're changing your career, just ensure that the salaries will every time be more than what your current packages are. So this is the salary perspective that you can expect if you are a AI engineer. Now, having said this, I would like to tell you a few things if someone is planning to start their career in AI. So the first thing is what is happening. There could be multiple people who are in different domains. So yeah, if someone has some questions, feel free to type it. I will answer them. But I would like to give you a really important input right now. That is, even if you are a fresher or even if you are a person who is trying to change a job role into AI, data science, etc. If you have heard that if you are not from a technical background, if you don't know coding, then it will become difficult for you to come to the domain. So which is totally wrong, because I have come across multiple people who have done it before, who are even working right now in AI and data science, right? So I have seen people who are from BCom background. I have seen people who are from MSc. I have seen people who are from MA, even BA maths. So multiple people are there who are statistics graduates, who are BCom graduates, MCom, MSc people who are working in data science and AI and all other domains. The only thing I would request you to do is whenever you are planning to go to the domain, start the things from scratch, which means pick up a programming language. As I already told you, we discussed that Python programming. So Python programming is easy to learn. So you can pick up programming language and then start from scratch, start from the basic hello world program, and then start learning step by step. That is one thing. And stop learning things from blogs and articles in the internet, because you don't know who has written it. You don't know whether they are correct information or not. So always take up a course or always take up a resource which is authentic, which is original. So the content that is created here in this course is designed by professional people, and that is industry relevant. So whenever someone takes a course, the course will be delivered by an expert who knows and who is currently working on that particular technology. So your learning will become easy. So always choose that one. And last but not the least, whenever you take up a course, have lots of hands-on things in that. Unless you have some hands-on experience, the knowledge that you gain will go for a waste. And most important thing is any course or any learning that should give you a certification. So if it is from a premium institute like IITs or IIMs, that is even good. So choose a course which gives you a certification, which has hands-on, and also which is industry relevant, which is having some projects to deliver, all of that. And last but not the least, irrespective of all these things, you can have, you as an individual, if you want to change your career, you have to put in 3 to 4 hours every day irrespective of weekday, weekend, festival, new year, whatever it is, 3 to 4 hours every day for learning. Unless you do that, it is really, really difficult. So you should have the dedication. So these are some of the things which I wanted to tell you before closing for the day. So this is what is required for you to become a beginner in the data analytics or AI domain. So I give it to the team for the question answers. So you can ask the questions. I have some more time, I can tell you. So I'm getting few questions. If you have 1 year experience in IT field but not in a particular domain, how much we expect a salary in data science domain? So if you are not having an experience in a particular domain, you are still a fresher. So what I would suggest you is pick up the knowledge first, pick up the work, pick up the skill, and the salary will follow. So if you focus on salary, initially you will get it, but later it will be a problem for you. So please improve your technical things and then salary will follow automatically. But for freshers, anywhere between 3 to 5 lakhs is what they get, right? So anyone else, any questions? So we still have like a few minutes, so you can ask me if you have any questions. Anyone has any questions? What is the prospect of a person having 10 years experience telecom for job role in AI? So if you're having 10 years experience in telecom, the job role in AI is a little limited. So let me be frank with you, it is little limited because for you to learn the things from scratch and then implement them will be a challenge. However, I'm not saying it is impossible, but there are different avenues. Rather than AI, there are multiple avenues that you can take up, and then you can probably go to the next level in your career. So for that, we might have to understand in telecom what role was it that you played. Was it a SME? Was it network related? Was it a CVM related? Was it churn management? What was it? So we need to understand. So if you can probably talk to our learning manager, they can arrange a call and then we can probably guide you better on that. So there are multiple avenues in data science and other technology related things. So if it's network related, then yes. So in AI there is a limited scope but not very much, but there are different applications in data science and analytics which can take you to the next level with this kind of a experience. It's very valuable experience because domain knowledge is really needed in these days. So you can talk to the learning manager, so they can arrange for a small call counseling, and then probably I can guide you so what you can go and then what you can do to move to the next level in your career. So it is definitely possible, but not in AI. AI is a little limited. There are different things in data science, visualization, and also in let us say cloud, and also in some kind of machine learning operation. So multiple facets are there, so that we can probably, because since it's a not a general question, so this needs to be addressed a little differently, for which you can reach out to the learning manager and they can help you to schedule a small session. Yes, so anyone, any questions till now? Anyone has any questions? Okay. If there are any questions, you can feel free to ask me maybe for the next minute or so. So I can answer your questions. If you're new to this domain, so if someone had told you something is difficult, something is easy. So which companies are good in AI currently? So that question, if I were to tell you, now each and every company wants to become data driven, right? So they have the data which they have collected it from years together, and then now they want to use it to gain profits. So if you ask me, starting from multiple startups, so who are starting recently, and also the service-based companies, which are already present from multiple decades. Some consulting companies which are there from hundreds of years. So some consulting and product-based companies, and some of the big startups like some of the big companies like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, etc. So starting from the smallest company till the big company, all of them are undergoing a transformation in the digital domain. So everyone has the data, so everyone wants to utilize it, everyone wants to use the power of data to gain financial advantage. So having said that, the scope is very huge. Almost every company is now being or maybe entering into a data or artificial intelligence related roles. So anyone else? Any other questions? Anyone else? Okay, so if there are no questions, then I wish you all the best to everyone. Have a justified decision, take a informed decision. So choose something which is relevant for your career, and also kindly dedicate some time like 3 to 4 hours every day. Learn the topics and also try to implement. Try to get a certification so that you get an edge in your career. So wish you all the best. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tejasvi. So I'm a senior learning manager with Intellipaat. So I will just be making you walk through certain programs that Intellipaat offers, which might help you out. See, there are a lot of questions that I can see, you know, which you were asking the trainer. So the trainer has advised to do certain certification programs, which would really help you out in terms of a career upskilling or better opportunities in the market. So this, I'll just, for the next 10-15 minutes, I'll just make you all walk through the courses that Intellipaat offers, which will give you a better edge to your career in terms of better opportunities and which are considered by all the organizations that you're going to apply. So I'm going to share the screen and make you all walk through the courses that we offer. I hope my screen is visible. So if one or two people can confirm me in the chat or Q&A, I'll just move forward with this particular program that I planned for the next 10 minutes. Great, I can see that it's visible. All right, okay. So now the program that I'm talking to you about is an advanced certification in data science and artificial intelligence, which is offered in collaboration with IIT Madras. So now this course is, I would say, a blended program, okay, which comes with both theoretical and the industry exposure that would be required for anybody to plan their career towards data science and AI job roles. Okay, so though the name actually suggests that it's an advanced certification program, the course is going to be starting from the basics, from the scratch, okay, where a learner is not required to have any prior knowledge or a prerequisites before getting into the course. As you can see here, before actually getting into the course, no prior programming knowledge would be required. And also this course is offered from a #1 institute in India, as you know, which is being delivered to you in collaboration with CCIIT Madras. Okay, so as you all can see in the first line of this particular course, the learning format you all might be aware that it's completely an online boot camp where these are going to be a live interactive sessions with the faculty members of IIT Madras and also the industry experts with more than like 15 years of overall experience into IT, and in particular to data science and AI, trainers carry a work experience of at least more than 10 to 12 plus years. So they take up the classes to you, which are completely an interactive based live sessions. Okay, so it's 7 months program. Okay, so which we are delivering it. Certification would be given by the CCIIT Madras, which is NARF ranked 1 institute in India for the last 4 years. So as per NARF ranking system, as a lot of you here might be aware that IIT Madras has been ranked as a #1 institute. Okay, just quickly making you all go through what exactly this course covers. This course is going to start with the preparatory sessions of Python and Linux. So as I already discussed, so before actually anybody getting into the course, they don't need any prior knowledge. So we start from the basics, so from the preparatory classes of Python. Okay, and then we move on to the modules of Python with data science. As Python is the, I would say, in fact, more easiest programming language So we actually go ahead and integrate the complete Python, how you can actually learn it with data science, different libraries will be taught. Then we move on to the different statistics, algorithms, statistical models that would be required. So like, hypothesis, ANOVA, chi-square, all of these models would be taught to you. Then we come on to the major part of machine learning and prediction algorithms. Okay. So then data science at scale is nothing but your big data Hadoop. See, data scientists and the big data engineers in any organization would be working hand on hand. Okay. So even if a person is applying for, let's say, a job role of data science, as they, usually handle a large volumes of data. So it is important to understand the complete big data framework, even for the person who's applying for the data scientist job roles. So we cover the complete, big data Hadoop along with PySpark. So the Spark is like a real-time, processing of the data. So which the Spark code here, we would teach it with Python. So the complete PySpark will be taught to you. And then we move on to the AI and deep learning models. So the complete AI neural networks, like different neural networks, like convolutional neural network, recurrent neural network, the complete AI applications of chatbot, deep learning applications like text, to speech recognition. Okay, all those deep learning models and the AI chatbots will be taught in this particular module. And moving on to the deployment part. So now that you've already understood the big data, Hadoop, machine learning, AI, and the complete statistics that is required for the analytics, now it is important to understand the deployment of these models over the cloud. Okay, so the complete deployment of machine learning models on the cloud, which is called your MLOps, would be taught here. And one data visualization tool called Tableau, which would help us in terms of a better representation of the outputs that we get using Python or anything like a better representation of our data. So that's called a data visualization tool, and we cover Tableau here. And then a capstone project on data science. Okay. So where you are actually going to combine or work on all the tools together in one project. That gives you very good experience or an exposure to these particular tools. So these 10 modules that I just spoke about will be covered to you over the live classes, and 3 additional modules will be given to you in the self-paced video tutorials format. That is your Excel, SQL, and NLP. Okay. So these 3 modules will be given to you in the self-paced video tutorials format. Okay. So now quickly making you understand what exactly are the key highlights of the program. So total of 400 hours of applied learning is what you would undergo, which includes your hands-on as well. So when I talk about hands-on, as you can see here, there would be 50 plus projects and case studies that we're actually going to make you work on. That would be from different industries. Okay, so whenever we make you work on the projects, we actually try to give you the project exposure from various industries, like I would say finance, entertainment, e-commerce. Okay, that gives you a comprehensive or an overall understanding of how these tools are actually being leveraged in various industries. So as such, to make you go through certain projects, so you can see projects are categorized into beginner, intermediate, and an advanced level. So in the beginner level of projects, you can see where we make you work on a phase detection, AI chatbot, restaurant revenue prediction model. And on intermediate level of projects, you will then be moving on to the RDDs and PySpark and building the book recommendation application. This is similar to your Netflix recommendation project and then census project. And on the advanced level of project, you're going to work on housing price prediction, where you actually get an exposure on how to work with house price data sets. Okay, so you're going to work on a prediction models again here and a HR analytics and a joke rating prediction, recommendation engine, legendary of Pokemon. Okay, so these are all certain projects, that you'll be working, in this courses. As such, of course, there will be multiple projects. And you can see learn from IIT Madras faculty and industry practitioners, which I've already explained. One-to-one with industry mentors. So industry mentors are the one who are already working as a data scientist. So one-on-one sessions with them will help you in terms of grooming your profile based on your, I would say, prior work experience or based on your academic qualification. In the previous conversation with the trainer, I can see one of the learner was asking about having an experience of 10 years in a telecom. What are the job opportunities in AI? So such questions can actually be better addressed or make you show the path in terms of how you can make a career in AI or data science by the people who are already working in the data scientist. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to clear here would be people from different non-technical domains as well can actually go ahead and make a career in data science. As explained by the trainer, AI, of course, yes, there are limited opportunities towards AI, but you can apply for the job roles of data scientist or a data analyst. Okay. So in fact, these are highly paid job profiles in the current market. So, out of people who are actually in the session right now, if somebody is planning for a career growth or a better opportunities, trust me, it is important to upskill at this point of time. Okay. And Intellipaat also offers a complete career services. I would say we give you an end-to-end career services right from profile building, okay, where your resume and LinkedIn profiles are built, and you'll have mock interviews, and your profile will be marketed to the different types that we have in the market. And you can see 3 guaranteed interviews by Intellipaat. So, which means that once a learner, upon the completion of the course, will be eligible for taking up minimum of 3 guaranteed interviews from us into the job roles of data scientists or AI engineers. Okay, so you can apply for the different jobs. Also, we have our own dedicated job portal, okay, where we have more than 400 plus hiring partner network. You can apply for the different jobs using the job portal. This is, I would say, similar to applying the jobs from Naukri or Monster Jobs. Okay, so, but this is only dedicatedly to the Intellipaat learners. So we're going to help you out in terms of, as I mentioned, complete job opportunities. Okay, until you have the successful career transition. Okay, so the next would be a 24/7 support team. So when I talk about 24/7 support team, this team would be available. These are technical experts who are available all the time in terms of assisting you with all the technical related queries. So let's say you're working on your projects or assignments, you have some doubts, you can actually go ahead and arrange a one-on-one session with the technical experts. So you can actually arrange an unlimited one-to-one sessions for the doubt clarifications, projects help, assignments, or let's say even if you miss out on any of the classes, you can actually arrange a one-on-one sessions with these technical experts anytime. And also, as I mentioned, that the classes are live here. So after the live session is done, you'll have the recordings of every class getting updated to you in the dashboard to refer. Okay. And within, let's say, within a day, you'll have all the classes that will be getting automatically uploaded to you in the dashboard. And all these classes are lifetime accessible. It would never get expired. Okay, you can actually refer to these classes multiple times. And also you'll have PPTs, PDFs, documents, data sets, everything that is related to the course can be accessible from your dashboard. Okay, so the course is designed both for the working professionals and for the freshers. To be more precise, the course is actually designed for the people who are actually planning to make a career in data science. Trust me, this would be the right course because of the exposure that you're getting in terms of content projects, and also because of the strong certification that would be added to your profile, because as this is directly in collaboration with CCIIT Madras, so the certification also holds the highest value in the market. Okay, and the last point, you can see 2 days of campus immersion visit to IIT Madras. So this is going to be in the end of your training. You'll have 2 days of physical visit to IIT Madras, where you can actually go and meet the top faculty members of IIT Madras and have the classroom experience of IIT Madras also. So you can go and work on certain projects, discuss on case studies. Okay, so you'll have a campus visit as well. And you can also see peer learning. So when I talk about peer learning, so wherein you can actually go and interact with all the peers, this is across your batch and also with all the other batches as well. And in fact, with our alumni, okay. So you can actually go and work on projects together. You can form in groups and, work on your projects, discuss about, recent trends. You can also give a job referrals. This is just like, I would say, which would help the learner in terms of increasing their professional network. Okay, so that's about a peer learning. And also this course comes with a dedicated learning manager, who's actually a single point of contact for this course. For the 7 months, a learning manager will be connected to you on the WhatsApp. Any issues or concerns, you will have an instant response from your learning manager. So just to show you the model certificate, how the certificate of this IIT Madras looks like. So you can see the certificate of completion. for an advanced certification program in data science and artificial intelligence that is conducted through the Digital Skills Academy by CC IIT Madras, which was in association with Intellipaat. Okay, this is how your IIT Madras certificate looks like. Okay, also to show you certain profiles of the IIT Madras faculties, you can see on my screen. Dr. Arun K. Tangirala, who's a professor in IIT Madras, Dr. Nirav Bhatt, Babji Srinivasan. Okay, we have Professor Shankar Narasimhan and also the industry experts who take up these classes. Okay, so that's about the whole picture of what this course actually covers. And the last point, Intellipaat also has a very rich experience in terms of providing the data science trainings. In fact, we've been ranked as a #1 data science program by India TV, or a #1 institute to provide the data science trainings by India TV in the recent article that it's published. So we have alumni, I would say the complete learners of close to 1.2 million, more than a decade of experience in terms of, actually making better trainings or better content for, the learners to help them in a better opportunities. So this is one of the successful program, guys, like whoever is, seriously planning for, let's say, a career growth or a career transition. So I would say this is a very successful course with us, and also has shown a very good placement success record. And also for the candidates who might be planning for a degree programs, I would wanted to quickly make you all walk through another course which we have, which is a master's degree in data science that is provided by IU and LSB. So now out of the crowd who are attending this session here, there might also be the requirement of, for the learners in terms of gaining a master's degree. Okay, so we have from a German's, largest university, in fact, #1 university in Germany, which is IU, International University of Applied Sciences. Okay, so this program is available in either 1-year degree or a 2 years degree. So as per your requirements, my course advisors will actually go and suggest you the course based on your objective that you have, in terms of taking up the trainings. So just wanted to introduce this course as well. So we have a master's degree program in data science that's offered from IU, 1 year of fully online courses. And in fact, it's a dual degree program. You get degrees from IU and LSB. Okay, dual MSc degree from IU and LSB. 1 year of fully online sessions. And we also give the visa assistance and alumni status of, IU and LSB. So IU, just you can see the key achievements, Germany's largest university with #1 online university in Germany. Okay, so this is how your degree program certifications look like. Okay, so if you wanted to know, let's say, further details about any of these, courses. Okay, not only these 2 courses, guys, we have like plenty of courses in data science, but as I mentioned, something that are successful and have been giving a good career transition, success rate to the learners. These 2 are the better programs. And if you wanted to actually understand how, which course to take based on your profile, okay, I would request you to go ahead and reach out to our, course advisors who would be available 24/7 to help you all. So this is just, I would say, a counseling call. Okay, so you can actually arrange a free counseling call, by giving the details on the live chat. You can see here. Okay, so you can actually give your details here and ask for a call back from the course advisor. I would also be giving my contact number and the email ID if somebody wants any career counseling sessions. Okay, so you can actually go and reach out to me directly on my number or my email. Okay, so I'm just writing it on the notepad here. So my name is Tejasvi. This is my direct number, which is also available on WhatsApp and for call. Okay, it's the same number for both calling and WhatsApp. So this is my email ID. If you, if you try calling me, I'll be available in the WhatsApp and on the call to help you all in terms of advising the courses and also help you out with the discounts if somebody is planning to register for the courses, or just drop me an email, for a call back with your number. I will get back to you guys on this. Okay. So also you can, as I mentioned, you can give the details here, or you can reach out to our toll-free numbers as well. Okay. So you can reach out to me for any of the further counseling sessions that would be required. Okay. So if there are any questions now, I think probably we can go ahead and have certain questions. So whatever the questions that you have, probably you can put it in the Q&A or the chat section. I would answer the questions for the next 5 minutes from now. Okay, I can see a couple of questions in terms of, as I've already discussed about this, in terms of how a non-technical person can actually go ahead and make a career. As I've already discussed, data science or data analytics is going to be a better option, even for the people who are coming from the non-technical domains. Okay, so yes, a person coming with no experience in the technical technical field can definitely make a career in data science or data analytics, provided if they undergo a trainings in an organized manner. Okay, you require an exposure to the projects that is considered by the companies, and of course a valid certification. And all this would be provided with our certification programs, which I've just make you all gone through. And another question would be in terms of access of the course. I mentioned the course access is for lifetime. It will never get expired, with a technical support as well for your whole lifetime. Okay. So any questions, anytime you can reach out to our technical experts once after you register for the course. All right. I think I don't see up any questions coming. So I guess we can wind up for the day. Okay, so as I discussed, so if anybody is willing to have a counseling session, you can reach out to me. It was a very nice session. Thank you all. Good night.